viewers, welcome to our civic class for today. We are still on our national value. Today we are taking part 3 of our national value. The last time we met, we discussed part 1 and part 2, and we saw the consequences of not being honest. We equally define what value is. So today we are going to distinguish between values and lack of values. We are distinguishing between values and lack of values. This is values. This is lack of values. Values. For values, we have high moral principles. Values deals with high moral principles. If you remember when we defined value, we told you that value has to do with having good moral principles that help the individual to hold to a high esteem what the society requires of them. So for the value, if we have good values, it will help us to have high moral principles as individuals. But if we lack values, we'll lack of moral principles. We will not see what the society wants us to hold dear as what is important. We just do things the way we like. But if we have high moral principles, we see it from the mirror of the law and what is acceptable to the society. The second one, for values, gives you high self-worth. If you have high moral value, or if you have high values, if you hold on to what the society holds on, if you have high self-worth, if you have good ideas of how the society look at things in the mirror of the law and in the mirror of what is acceptable to the society, we'll have high self-worth because we won't do those things that the society look at ill. Bad things the society look at, like being dishonest, like lacking cooperation, criminal activities, embezzlement of funds. We won't see it in that light, but rather we will see ourselves trying to have good self-worth by doing things that are acceptable by the society, acceptable by law, and by extension what is good to us as individuals. Then when we lack high self-worth, it reduces your self-worth. For example, if you are dishonest, people look at you as very worthless. People don't trust you. People will not put you in leadership position because you are not trusted. You are not respected. You are dishonest. So this reduces self-worth of an individual. This is lack of value. Lack of value. Then the next one is you work with societal rules and follow laws. In our previous classes, we discussed fundamental human rights. What are the rights you possess as a human being? And what are those things? What are those areas that your rights are limited? If you have good values, you will work with the law. You won't go against the law. You won't break law. You will follow the law of the land. Constituted authorities or constituted laws guiding the society, guiding your nation, you will hold dear to it. But if you lack values, you break laws. You get involved in criminal activities like theft, stealing, robbery, burglary, fraud, financial crime, things the law says we shouldn't do. You do it without having any pinch in your heart that such things are so worthless. Such things will affect the community, the country, the nation where you come from. That is for those who lack values, valueless individuals. Then we have develop good standard for what is true and right. You uphold justice. You uphold selflessness. You are truthful. You work cooperatively with others. You work as a team with others. You give yourself to others. You are kind to people. You hold on to the law. You protect yourself and those around you. You want the law to take its own course. You work within the borders of what is acceptable norms in your society and in your cultural group. You see what is right to be what is right. You see what is wrong to be what is wrong. You are not biased in your judgments. That's because you hold on to good values. But if you lack good value system, you have bad personal standard for what is right. You support what is wrong. People rig election. You said provided you win, no problem. Provided somebody is in that position, even if you rig selection. People steal. You said if I have the opportunity to steal such big money, I will steal it. People commit crimes, financial crimes. You said if I have my way, I will turn a 419. Because you don't have good value, lack of values. So these are the differences, or these are the distinguishing factors between value and lack of value. High moral principle gives you self-worth. You work with societal laws, develop standard of what is right and true. These one have no moral standard, lack moral standard, reduce your self-worth, break the laws, have bad value for what is right and wrong. Now let's see the next point in our class. So national values part 3 is types of lack of value. Types of lack of value. We have high level of insecurity, political and religious riots, lack of respect for other citizens and foreigners. How does this affect our value system? High level of insecurity. When we are dishonest, when we do things that shows that we don't have good moral values, when our self-worth is reduced to nothing, when we don't see reasons why we should be selfless, why we should work as a team, why we should make for peace, why we should not get involved in financial crime, why we should not break laws, that will make us so insecure because our community will be at risk, our nation will be at risk. Lack of peace, lack of honesty, lack of cooperation, lack of kindness, selflessness, insecurity because of low level of values. You look at theft as something good, you look at burglary as what is good, you commit crimes of different degree, and at the end of the day, people around you are not at peace with themselves. Security is of low value to such individuals, and this is very detrimental to the society. Political and religious riots. If you don't respect yourself, if you don't start rebranding yourself to have good moral principles, to uphold good principles as regards the society, there will be religious problem, there will be political problem. Rigging of election will bring political problem. Lack of peace within oneself or within the community will bring religious riots, like we can see between Christians and Muslims. They burn down churches, they fight each other, kill each other in the name of religion. So this will bring both political and religious riots. There are all types of lack of values. Then lack of respect for other citizens and foreigners. When you kidnap your fellow human being, when you kidnap foreigners that have come to work with your community, it lacks value. So when we don't value other people, we don't respect their rights, we do things to hurt them, we are dishonest to them, we are not friendly to them, we are not kind to them, we are not promoting peace, we make the country unlivable hell for foreigners and even your fellow citizens. It brings about low value system. So as a country, what do we need to uphold? Uphold good principles, good moral standard, good self-worth, good value system, good ideas that will aid or help to national development, so that all this high level of insecurity will be gone. Political riots, religious riots, religious killing, rigging of election, all these will go away. Lack of respect for others, even individuals and foreigners, are going to live in peace with each other, and we embrace others as our own, because culture cut across all other ethnic groups, all other nations too. That makes us individuals that live in this vast universe, that live on this earth. And so types of lack of values can be categorized into these 3 points. There may be other points. Go over them. You can read and get other points on this. We'll still have another part 4 of our national values. Until I meet you next, watch part 1, part 2, part 3. Follow the series. That way you will understand the class better. And remember that most of these subjects are interrelated. Social studies, civic education, and other areas of your subject, they cut across. So always follow us on this channel. If there is a video you have missed, go below it, navigate through this channel, you will see other classes. Visit us at Class Online School to see other of our content. Until I meet you next class, please subscribe if you've not subscribed, share if you have not been sharing our videos, give us comment below. Thank you for coming to today's class. Always drop